Next, I would like to call upon Professor Vijay Swami Rao to speak on Hinduism. Professor Vijay Swami Rao is a UN Peace Medal awardee. He was the Secretary General of the Indian League in London, has attended the House of Commons many times, wherein he has lobbied for Indians and their welfare with the British MPs and the Prime Minister.
Well, good evening, my friends, Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Justice Naik, the dignified personalities on the dais, the most respected audience sitting before me, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies because I cannot speak very fluently in Kannada. My Hindi is not that very good, but I can manage with languages. But when I want to do something, I would like to deliver it in the English language because it has been a long journey of my life that I studied in Bombay and went away to England at the age of 19 and was there till I was almost 50 years. I stand before you today and thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. But before I begin a word, I really admire and appreciate this organization which is celebrating 100 years. It's not 1 or 2 years, it's a long history and a period of time. And may I, on behalf of all of us, in the memory of those who established this beautiful institution, and in their memory, can you please stand up and give a standing ovation to the founders of this organization? Jai! Jai! This sound and echo which we have displayed in this auditorium right now have already been heard by the departed souls. Because their good work, we are enjoying it. You must know that every institution is built not for the sake of an individual, but it is built for the welfare of the society, and it is built for the welfare of humanity. It is built, as this is built, for world peace. In the Hindu Dharma, when you perform anything, you always say those famous lines which everybody knows. Sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunantu, sahaviryam karvavahe, tejesvina vaditamastuhu, mavid vishavahe, om shanti, shanti, shanti. We say that 3 times. Do you know why we say shanti 3 times? It means peace. Islam means peace. Jesus Christ says 10 commandments, love thy neighbor. Peace. But that 3 shantis has got a lot of significance. When you first say the shanti, it is for your internal shanti, atma shanti. Because if you don't have internal peace, you will tear yourself to pieces. The second shanti is for the environment. In this auditorium, if there is no shanti, I cannot speak. If everybody is talking to everyone and making a noise, then I think this becomes something orderly, disorderly. Because it becomes a disorder. The third shanti is said loudly, and that shanti is for world peace. So you must have atma shanti, environment shanti, and world shanti. The 3 put together makes a beautiful earth called Mother Earth, Matrubhumi. So therefore, it is important for us, be it what religion you belong, what sect you belong, whatever you do. Thank God for giving us this inheritance. He has given you the highest life in the world, made you born as human beings, not as animals in the jungle. He has elevated you to manhood, to the kingdom of what you call mankind, humanity. That is where dignity of life and respect for life, respect for animals, respect for the environment, respect for the seniors, respect for the institutions, respect for one and all. That is the message of what we call understanding the methodology of promoting the culture of peace. The culture of peace does not come by uttering the two words, culture of peace. I'll give you a few examples, and I come here for that reason, because when I read in the papers about your idealism, which I have cut and kept, when I go to a place, I always make sure that I study a little bit. Today's Times of India cutting, I have kept it here. Today's paper, what it says about your conference. It says, which I like the most, I must say, the Ahmadiyya Muslim community that believes in all the prophets of all religions in the world will celebrate the centenary of the Caliphate on Sunday. And then it says, what it stands for is renaissance and resurgence of Islam in the present age. And then it goes on, members of the mission are non-political and spiritual, and their jihad has been against ignorance, disease, hunger and immorality. Congratulations. God bless you all. You must carry this torch of message to every home and every family. I would like to quote to you a very great world famous person. You may not have heard of him, but I'm sure some of the friends here will have heard of him, and quite a few must have heard. He was a very great man. His name is Lord Bert Russell. He is the founder of the London School of Economics, advisor to 4 presidents of the United States of America, advisor to 3 prime ministers of Great Britain, and also a great friend of Jawaharlal Nehru. He said this, don't go to a temple, don't go to a church, don't go and do any prayers. Everything begins first with your family, child and wife. So that is why he called the family as the first world institution for training of culture, heritage, love, unity, diversity, all else that you put together, all begins in the family. In fact, it begins from the womb when the mother is carrying the baby. वातावरण कैसा है घर में? आपस में झगड़ा करता है? आदमी जो कमाता है, दारू पी के आके बीवी को मारता है, डिवोर्स करता है, बच्चों का हाल क्या होती है? So the family is the integral unit of the greatest integration. A happy family makes a happy home. A happy home makes a happy neighborhood. A happy neighborhood makes a happy society. A happy society makes a happy state. A happy state makes a happy nation. A happy nation contributes to world peace and happiness. Understand? That's very important. So before we begin our homework, put your right hand on your heart and ask Allah, am I doing the right job every day? Am I discharging my responsibilities correctly in accordance with the code of conduct of my religion or your religion? In my opinion, all religions are different color passports leading ultimately to the kingdom of God and to guide us and to teach us how to live the life of living and life of giving, a life of sharing, a life of experience, a life of education, a life of respect, a life of dignity, and a life of shanti. That's very important. Throughout my life, for the past 35 years now, I have been connected with human rights, and I'm glad I met such a great gentleman who is the chairman of the Karnataka State Human Commission. And I have rubbed my shoulders with some of the greatest men. And that is why it is their shadow and that friction that I have got, I am able to stand here today and speak to you. Because it's the company that you keep. A man is known by the company he keeps, the book he reads, and the manner in which you spend your leisure hour. Leisure hour है क्या? जाके सट्टा करो, बट्टी करो, दारू पियो, ये करो, वो करो नहीं. Leisure hour is a pleasure to be with family. Pleasure with family, with leisure, makes the most wonderful contribution to world peace. But if we ignore our children, ignore our responsibilities, and we ignore our own self and our own self-dignity, I see no difference between a stray dog and a human being.